Hey, good morning. For what happened yesterday, I feel really, really sorry and I apologize for it. But to make up for that, I'm doing this video just for you. And tonight at about 8 p.m., we'll be having the stream again. So, what are we doing right now? What am I sharing with you? Many years ago, growing up in the village, I found that everyone writes New Year resolution. Okay, today's 1st of February. Okay, everyone does put down what they call New Year resolution. It includes the things they want to change, the habits they want to learn, the areas of their lives they want to be better at. People want to make a lot of money when it comes to their financial goal. But almost everyone I know that puts up New Year resolution miss out something. The law of specificity when it comes to financial goal. And in my years of training salespeople, I found that same law, the disobedience to that same law or non-adherence to that same law of specificity is the one reason why most people never excel in sales or meet their business's financial goals. And today, I'm going to break down how that law works. It begins with desire, not mere wishes or wishful thinking. Strong desire from the inside. So I'm going to put on the board desire. That is what I titled this subject as. What exactly do you desire to earn this year? 1 month is gone already. Today's 1st of February, and you have until December 31st, which is 11 months away, to achieve your financial goal. Because you're not here seated in the audience, I can't really ask you what it is and work with your number. So I'm going to pick an arbitrary number, which one of my salespeople gave me as her financial goal for the year, while we're doing this same subject last week. But if you have a notepad with you, put down the exact amount you want to earn this year. This works even better if you're a salesperson or a business person. All right, so she told me she wanted to earn 3,300,000 naira. Even though initially she had said she wanted to earn 600,000 naira for the year, until I screamed, "Are you crazy? What's 600K going to do for you for a whole year?" And then she saw other people giving 2 million naira, 3 million naira, and then she opted for this. Quite frankly, this was the highest in class that day. Let's break it down. We have 11 months to go because 1 month has gone already. To do this, please help me with my iPhone. Oh, the Android, please. Let me have the Android. Okay, I have a guy so behind the camera. Say hi to him. Okay, so we have 11 months to go, and she wants to do 3,300,000 naira. So I'm going to divide this value by 11. So that comes down to 300,000 naira monthly average income. So the question I ask usually when I do this, does this value correspond to a monthly income that would make you feel like, yes, my year was successful, I earned pretty well? If not, you want to review the total you want to do for the year. 3,300,000 might feel or sound really huge, but when you bring it down to the monthly average, that's where you really can see if it's worth it or not. But let's assume that 300K a month is worth it for you, and I hope it is. How do you achieve this within the 11 months that you have to achieve it? The first heartbreaker I'm going to give to you right now is you don't have 11 months to do all of the work. You have 8 months, really. Okay, why 8 months? Why 8 months? We'll get to that in a bit. But how do you achieve this? If you're a salesperson or a business person, it doesn't mean you have products that you sell, right? So let's assume that you have a product you sell or earn a commission on. You're not going to look at the total value of the product. You're going to look at how much profit you make after all expenditure, or how much commission you earn as a commission salesperson from selling each of the product, each item of the product. So I'm going to assume that you have a product you sell and you earn a commission or profit of 50,000 naira. So we'll put down commission or profit per item sold equals 50,000 naira. So this is what you earn for every unit of the product you sell, for the company you work for on commission, or for your business as profit or commission. So if you're going to earn this amount for every single time you sell that product or service as a commission or profit, how many units of that product do you have to sell in the remaining 11 days, or 11 months of this year to earn 3,300,000? That brings us to do 3,300,000 over 50,000 naira. All right? So I'm not going to waste my time thinking. I'm just going to punch my calculator. So whatever value you're doing, okay, also go ahead. If you have 3.3 million, you're making a profit, you've got to be honest with yourself. Only you can tell how much you earn from each sale and how much your goal for the year really is. But you've got to be specific and realistic with yourself. In my case study, the value I have is 66 units I have to sell. Very small. I wanted to write 66,000. 66 units is what I really have to sell. Pretty small. Wow. 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 Okay, for me to earn 3,300,000 naira from profit or commission of 50,000 naira in the remaining days of the year, I have to make just 66 sales. Pretty simple. I'm going to wipe this part of the board to take it a little further. We've talked about being specific, having a specific number. The next thing we want to talk about is respecting the rule or law of averages. Summarily, the rule of averages or the law of averages says for only 10% of the shots you take will really hit. Now, here's where most business people miss it, most sales people miss it. They want to make 66 sales. Their mind or in their thinking, they just need to talk to 66 people and hope that they all buy. That's not going to work. I may not need your product at the time you tell me about it. I may not even have need forever for your product. So you might consider me a prospect, but on profiling me or qualifying me, you find that I'm just not the right fit for that product. So if you had just 66 people in your list or in your mind that you needed to talk to close the sale and hope that heavens or the universe supports you to get the results, and I opt not to get it, you would be discouraged. But if you follow the law of averages, you won't feel discouraged. Anyway, what does the law of averages say? Let's break it down. I just said 10% of every shot you take will hit. So let's take it down to how it really works for me and most people I know are successful with sales. 10% of the people you talk to, your pre-qualified target market or audience, will be interested in your products. 10% of those interested will buy eventually. So I'm going to just put it down so you see 10% of those talked to will be interested. My handwriting is quite crappy, but please bear with me. and then 10% of those interested will buy. So what this summarily means is that if we talk to 100 persons talked to, will give us 10 persons interested. Wow. Wow. And out of the 10 persons interested, one will buy. So we'll have one buyer. Technically, for every 100 persons we talk to, we have only one sale made. But before I go to how it connects with this, if you do a pretty good job at profiling people to ensure they are qualified buyers, you have a higher chance of locking more sales. But the beautiful thing is, even if you only make one sale out of 100, your mindset has already been positioned to know that you've got to talk to 100 persons to make one sale. And you've got to do a damn good job to get that one sale out of 100 persons you speak with. So when you speak with the first person and he doesn't buy, you are not discouraged. You speak with the second person and he says, I'm going to talk with my wife about it. You don't feel discouraged. You knock on the third door and the door gets slammed at you. 2 minutes later, you're knocking on the fourth door because you know you still have 96 more persons to talk to before landing the sale. All right, crazy, right? Now let's bring it here. If this is true, it does mean to make 66 sales, we need 66 to talk to 66 persons times 100. And that gives us a value of 6,600 persons we need to talk to stand a chance of making 66 sales this year at a profit of 50,000 naira to hit our 3,300,000 naira. Now, you go ahead to do the math with your own figures. All right, go ahead to do the math. You know what your target for the year is. You know the profit you make per item sold, and then the value you get from this math multiplied by 100. That's the number of people you need to be talking with right now. Let's take it down to how many persons in a day do you need to talk to get these desired results. So we have 6,600 persons. I'm going to keep it here. The number of persons I need to talk to get 66 sales this year. Now, how many days do we have left for this year? You are probably thinking we still have 11 months to get this result. But hey, we do not have 11 months in reality to talk to this number of persons. Reason being that people need time to make considerations. You may have a few persons who will buy from you the first time you talk to them. Some others are going to buy from you the second time you talk to them. But some will need 1 month to make consideration. So if this is going to work for you and you're going to land 66 sales, you will need to talk to all 6,600 persons not later than the 30th day of September. So you still have 3 months ahead to close the sale, close the gap. All right, if that's true, we have 3 categories of persons when it comes to business and sales. Those who work Sunday to Sunday, they're talking to people every single day, Sunday to Sunday, no break. Then we have those who do it Mondays to Saturday, and then the rest of Sunday give that to God, right? And then we have a third category who only work Monday to Friday, and then the rest and do other things with family on Saturdays and Sunday. All right, those who work Sunday to Sunday have, I think, 284 days. I hope I'm correct. 284 days. So you know, we did this math, I think, a few days ago, starting with 1st of February, we had 285 days, but today is 1st. You don't have it anymore. So whatever day you're watching this video, do the math. From the next day, calculate how many days you have from the next day to September 30th. That's what your value would be, whatever value you'll be putting down. Then those who work Monday to Saturday, they had 212 starting February 2nd to September 30th. You go ahead to do your own maths. And those who work Monday to Friday have 180 days left. We had to take away from here we had to take away Saturday and Sundays. From here we had to take away Sundays only. And here, Sunday to Sunday non-stop. You're grinding. All right, so I'm going to take that kind of guy that works every single day. So I'm going to take this. In my marketing team, I have those who don't rest. They do Sunday to Sunday. We have those who do Monday to Saturday. And we have those who do just weekdays, especially the married ones with kids, okay? So if I have to work Sunday to Sunday, I have 284 days to talk to people. 6,600 people I need to talk to. So I'm going to pick that value. I have 6,600 people divided by 2, the number of days I need to talk, because I want to figure out how many persons I need to talk to per day. 284 persons I need to talk to each day. That gives me this value. Let me see what that is. Divided by 284. I have 23.23. So there's no room for decimal because you don't have half or a quarter human being. That becomes 24. Do not drop it to 23 if there's a decimal. Whatever value you get, if there's a decimal, round it up to the next whole number. Don't round it down, please. Even if it's 0.1 you get. So I have to talk to 24 persons each day to reach this number of persons in 284 days so that I stand a chance of making 66 sales. Now, ordinarily, it sounded like a huge number of persons to talk to get the job done. But when we broke it down to daily need, the persons we need to talk to each day, we just got 24. And that's a simple one. That's a very cheap job to do, isn't it? I know you agree. Now that you know exactly how many persons you need to talk to, if you're doing Monday to Friday only, of course, you're going to have more number of persons to talk to. Maybe, you're definitely going to have maybe around 36 or 35, 37 persons you would likely need to talk to, given the same value I have. Now that you know exactly how many people you want to talk to, what do you do next? Of course, if you're in business, you should know where you source for your prospects, you know where you prospect. But I'm just going to leave you with a little hint. You have the option of doing this with paid marketing. You have the option of doing it with organic traffic. For paid, it's just dependent on what kind of product you sell. There are some products that work pretty well on LinkedIn with a paid advertising. There are also some that work pretty well with organic outreaches on LinkedIn. The same thing with Facebook, both the organic and paid advertising, there are just different products that work well with each. You might as well want to go to Google, but this is beyond the scope of this video. I just wanted to open your minds to how you can break it down, make it look simple, and simple enough to commit to, so that at the end of the year, you truly do get the result. Now that we have clarity, you want to go out and begin to reach out to not less than the total number of persons you want to reach out to per day. You could offer a lead magnet to get these 24 persons in. each day. So you can get their phone numbers and be on the phone with them. You can offer whatever you want to do. You may want to reach out to people through groups or whatever. Man, this is not a marketing class, but this is just how to arouse your desire, have a specific goal, and break it down to actionable units so that at the end of the year you're able to accomplish it. But what do you do after September 30th, from October 1st to December 31st? That you're not reaching out to new guys, right? First things first, I want you to know you don't have to not reach out to new people. You can reach out to new people, but the number of persons that should give you your results, your desired results, or your desire should have been reached for the first time at least before September 30th. And what you'll be doing at that time would be to follow up on those that are still on the fence, those who have not patronized you, those who are still at the consideration phase, those who are waiting for some monies to come in. For example, in January, early in January, we had some campaigns. We had people come in. They came in, we spoke with them. They give us the reason. Some said, okay, in 2 weeks, I'm going to have money. Some said, in a month's time, can I pay? Bang, we kept following up every single week, sometimes twice a week. And some have made payments, some are making payments this week, and some are, stretching theirs into the near future. But if we leave them unattended to, we don't remind them, we won't stay top of their mind. They are definitely going to find our competitors and buy from them. The same way with you, if you're not reaching out to them, if you're not following up with those who are at consideration phase, you are definitely going to lose a chunk of them. They have a lot of things going on in their life, their personal lives to attend to. So you don't expect them to keep you and your product in mind. You've got to impress it in their mind through consistent follow-up. And for those that have bought, let me give you this secret. If you want to excel as a business person or a salesperson, there's no profit in selling. The profit is in reselling. Okay, the first time purchase is a qualifier. It means that the person has the capacity to buy your product again and again and again. So as soon as they buy, it is time to cross-sell, upsell. And if it's a product that's exhaustible, they use, it's consumed and it goes, you want to keep reselling that product to them. Right. So as you are following up with those who are yet to buy, go ahead to follow up with those who bought before. So come buy the same product or a complementary product or an entirely different product. And again, lastly, ask for referral. This is not a sales training, so I'm not going to delve so much into referral marketing and all that, but it's a wow effect. It gives you a wow effect. I hope that you learned something from this little video of mine, but I hope you got some value from it. I hope you got value from it. If you did, please leave a comment below. I really want to hear from you. If I get good feedback, I'll create another video that's likely going to open you up to the world of marketing and sales, because that's what I live and breathe every single day. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please click the bell icon. Whatever, somewhere below, just click the subscription icon and the bell icon to get a notification each time I post a new video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.